in a patronising way, so what is your job? And I literally take a breath and I draw up from my feet and I say, I'm playing Hermione Granger on Broadway.
Mic drop. Hi, my name is Nadia Brown, and I play Rose Granger-Weasley.
Hi, I'm Jenny Jules, and I play Hermione Granger.
And it's Black History Month, and we're going to be talking a little bit about what it's like to be a Black actress, who inspires us, and what it's like to play our roles. So Jenny, what does playing Hermione as a Black actress mean to you?
I think it's really important and a really powerful statement to cast Black women in the roles of Hermione and her daughter Rose Granger-Weasley. It says so much about the wizarding world.
To be able to play a role, to work, to be an actress, but also play a character that I used to see myself in, where typically the characters that we saw might have been depicted as white, but I could see myself in it. It means the world to me. We came out on stage, in platform 9 3/4, and we were just greeting the family.
Yes.
And there was a Black family in the orchestra with, I believe, a young Black girl in the family, and she audibly gasped when we both came out. Do you remember that?
Saw us. I think I do.
Yeah, because she didn't know that there was Black family members in the Granger-Weasley family, and she was probably happily shocked to see herself on there, and that moment I will remember forever.
I remember coming in once, and at the front of the queue to come into the theatre was a Black family. It was a mother and her 8-year-old Black son. And he was kind of standing there, and as I was waiting for the door to open, I looked at him, and I bent down, and I think he was a Gryffindor, I think, and I said, "Hey, Gryffindor," and I kind of did a fist bump.
Yes.
And I said, "I hope you enjoy the show today." And he said, "Oh, thank you." And I looked at his mom, and I whispered, I said, "I'm playing Hermione." And his eyes just lit up, and he was just like, "I'm so excited." And I played the whole show for him that day.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that gives you so much, just that's all you need. Just that one
Connection,
child,
that
exactly.
one kid that you know you're going to affect, and you'll probably affect them for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What I want the audience to see when I play Hermione Granger is a woman who has integrity, a woman who is compassionate, a woman who is strong, a woman who loves her family and is excellent at her job.
Same thing, actually. I think, particularly playing her, I find it fun to be kind of your mini-me, to be a woman who holds power but at Hogwarts.
Exactly.
She's a child, but the world is her oyster. She could grow up to be Minister for Magic one day. She could grow up to play Quidditch. She could grow up to do anything, to be a teacher at Hogwarts. I'm excited by her passion and her ability, innate, that's from mom and dad.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that what I want the audience to know is that Rose has the intelligence of Hermione, but also the humor of Ron, and
she's got all the
she's done all of it,
yeah.
and she could do anything that she
Yes,
wants.
can.
I think my favorite trait that Rose has is confidence,
Yes.
humor,
Yes.
and it's not really a trait, but magic.
Exactly.
Black girl magic. She's got it,
That's
right?
my favorite trait of mine.
Yeah, exactly. Black girl magic.
Yeah, she can create and kind of solve any problem, and she saves the world all the time.
Each time, every time,
right?
Mm-hmm.
What I love most about playing Hermione Granger is it gives me so much pride in myself and my quality and how I see myself as an actor and where I think I'm heading next.
Yeah.
And when people say, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you working? You're an actor, you're an actress, or whatever."
Question.
Yeah, and then it's like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, "Oh, I've got a job. I'm working quite hard, And then people will sometimes they'll say, "Oh, in a patronising way, so what is your job?" And I literally take a breath and I draw up from my feet and I say, "I'm playing Hermione Granger on Broadway."
Mic drop.
Yeah, and then I want to say, "Follow that." It makes me feel so proud
Yeah.
and boastful, but not in a horrible kind of snidey way, but in a really
Proud.
proud,
Yeah,
confident,
yeah,
wonderful way.
absolutely.
Yeah, I've been
Absolutely.
given this opportunity to tell this story with this incredible company, with you beautiful creature, and all the other pieces, all the other actors, and yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. What I love most about playing Rose Granger-Weasley is exactly that. I have to jump on exactly what you said, just that I get to say I play Rose Granger-Weasley in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. As a Black woman, as Nadia Brown, as who I am, I get to stand exactly as you say, stand in my feet, stand in my power, and say that. It's such, and to have so much fun 8 times a week every night. I mean, I'm truly living in a dream.
Yeah, we're blessed.
Blessed. I have to pinch myself. Like that sentence I said is real. I play Rose Granger-Weasley.
Right?
It's so cool. It's so much fun. I think the only thing I wanted to just maybe spend a few minutes talking about more is just the fact that it's Black History Month. And it's so amazing to, be able to celebrate who we are, celebrate our culture, celebrate our race at our workplace, you know? Like, it's so, so awesome. We don't have to hide who we are. We can celebrate the ways in which we're different, and the same with our other castmates and the other people that we get to interact with all the time, and just be proud of who we are and showcase that 8 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that the world has changed, and the world is changing,
Mhm.
and the world is listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And what we have to offer is being respected and being recognised.
Yeah.
Yeah, and being
Absolutely.
appreciated.
Acknowledged.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's rather marvellous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and probably, and I say this not in an ironic way, but probably for the first time, we're allowed to be seen as the women we are.
Absolutely. Unapologetic. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
See you at the Lyric.
Come and enjoy the magic.